Jose Antonio Quatak, or Tony to his friends, is not the typical story of someone who won the lottery, recipient of a $750,000 award. Tony Quatak, 23, jailed since last November, now risks deportation. He claims that his mistake was buying a lottery ticket at the insistence of the store employee.
He insists, take the ticket, it's perfect for Christmas. I toss it back, saying I don't want it. He urges, just take it, come back. I refuse again, it's $10, and I throw it back to him.
The exchange was recorded on security video that was presented in court. Ticket in hand, Quatak returned home with his girlfriend, and according to him, that was where he found out he had the winner.
I gathered all with 35. No more scratching. I could have a heart attack. Unbelievable.
Shocked, they visited the store to claim their prize from the worker.
And I raise my hand to heaven and say, thank you, my God, thank you for this.
The worker's words abruptly halted the festivities. He warned me, be cautious, don't alter it alone. You're not authorized, he said. Quatak and his partner came back.
Upon waking, I seized the ticket, confirmed it, and told my partner, let's transfer it to one of us.
Angela Larson was his girlfriend and is a U.S. citizen, but they didn't have a car. According to Quatak, he chose to go to work with Eric Cervantes, who had hired him as a day laborer the day before. He says Cervantes doubted. At the moment when he informed him that he was the lucky winner of the lottery prize. Quatak says his boss insisted on his transformation. However, Cervantes tells a unique story. He notes that coming back from work, they stopped by a store along the way. He gave Quatak $40 for supplies and extra to buy 2 $10 Georgia lottery tickets. In the end, he told him, if you win, we'll share it.
I said, if I get 10 or 20 bucks, I'd tell you it's 200 or so.
That morning, before work, Tony Quatak called his friend Salvador Rodriguez to join him in picking up the prize.
He did not have his papers in order. You think that someone who does something difficult can do some paperwork for that, right?
Who won the lottery, do you think?
I think Tony was the one who won the lottery.
Tony Quatak mentions he was in the car waiting for a buddy when Cervantes grabbed the ticket and headed to the shop. He recalls Cervantes' words.
It's all in my name now. I'll get the money, and you're powerless. I'll take your share, even post-tax. Why betray me like this? Stealing my money was never our deal.
But Cervantes sees the facts differently.
Should you purchase something from... If you're running an errand, it's not yours.
Cervantes notes Quatak kept the ticket when he left suddenly. The next day, Quatak shared the happy news. At no point is it true that Tony told you, will you change it for me?
No.
No.
When we got there, heading to the road, he asked, what will you pay me? I said, maybe I'll make you the happiest ever.
Once notified, Georgia lottery representatives organized the prize event. Cervantes says he gave Quatak $3,000 out of goodwill. Yet, he felt unsatisfied and later received threats from him.
He planned to murder me, my kids, and my wife. He had kin in Carolina who'd end me for $100.
The purported threats of terrorism were documented within this particular police dossier.
I remember that one of those messages, I told him to give me my money back.
You never threatened his wife, death, or children. Not even him.
I never threatened him, as far as I remember. Because I am simply not the type of individual who would do that.
Quatak could be deported at any time. According to his lawyer, Julio Moreno, Cervantes wanted to take advantage of his client's legal status.
He has about 750 reasons to lie about this. I don't think there is any physical evidence. There are no recordings where he is threatening him.
Cervantes says he has evidence of those calls. Georgia lottery officials say winners must show valid ID, like a driver's license or passport, for verification. IDs from other countries are accepted. We do not determine whether citizens of other countries are here legally. Quatak could have received the prize by proving his version of what happened.
His loss of calm was unwise. It could have changed the outcome. I'd have aided him, given him funds and all.
Cervantes settled his home and car payments before a court froze his prize as the trial neared.
Ultimately, they handed me over $500+.
then deducted
We
200.
reached San Mateo Church in Phoenix, meeting Mara, Norma, and Luis from the group Faith, Hope, and Boat.
We're certain it's about action, not faith. Should Jesus Christ have ventured forth to engage in battle, we too are embarking on a similar path.
Relocating homes, you invite people and urge voters to register. You are about to break a record today. 50 people you have invited. And what do they tell you? What are the main fears?
Well, the first fear is the insecurity of giving information. They fear identity theft. The second concern is uncertainty about their voting reason. The third fear is not wanting to get into trouble.
Everyone says it is the country of freedom. What freedom? It appears we're chased like criminals. Where might that liberty be found? That's unjust.
Mara Prez's words echoed in the church and stayed with us.
That freedom is defended with the vote.
Still thrilled. Think the president did a good job.
Certainly, without a doubt. In light of the economic situation, which was quite dire, he's now achieving significant advancements across the board.
Is it so important that the president comes here again to Chicago, to his homeland, and promotes the candidate he has chosen to be his successor? And it seems that politics is hot, and the tortillas are also hot here. Are they ready or not?
They're prepared already.
At a taqueria in Little Village, near sizzling comales, we chatted with Gustavo. As he showed us taco making, he shared his grievances with the Obama government.
Obama, so many things he promised, and has done nothing about it. Within the initial 100 days, he had a plan. We're a year on, and our situation is the same or slightly worse.
Immigration rules.
No reform, and on the contrary, more deportations. You see, this increased the record.
Gustavo gave his all for the cops. We halted in Buena Vista, Colorado. Leah Velskes showed us lettuce chopping at the scenic eatery.
There's little work. Being Hispanic or immigrant, we earn more here.
Would you like to vote now?
Yes, if given the chance.
I need to wait patiently as it's not with me yet.
Clea expressed her disappointment in politicians. They're as tricky as lettuce to unravel. They pledge grand things, yet
The attire advances towards the position of the post.
we leave Clea cooking up her ideas. Now, days before this second round, releases were given. The FARC freed 3 commanders or 3 members of the army and a police officer who had been kidnapped for more than 10 years. Do these releases influence voting decision-making? At Nevada's university, students of various backgrounds study Latin beats. We joined to see if they'll engage in November's legislative votes. Did you vote in 08? And do you plan to this time? What are the hopefuls doing to capture youth interest? I believe attending events like this.
Offer the things that are important to them and make sure to elucidate the reasons why their cultural heritage holds such significance.
Not every candidate moves to the youth speed, and as some proceeded with lessons, we chatted with Astrid and Hugo.
There have been candidates who have been supporting the Hispanic community for some time, not just now that it is voting time.
They said that in these elections, the youth won't just dance with any politician, but only with those who truly understand their issues. In 2008 FEAT's election, a wave of digital ads flooded online spaces.
They're trying to do their part, but we must also firmly demand our rights as community members.
Recently, Lady Gaga urged Congress to amend military laws for homosexuals. Is it beneficial when celebrities intervene?
Indeed, it is quite beneficial. In fact, when we observe the phenomenon surrounding Lady Gaga, as you've mentioned, it's evident that she succeeded in uniting a considerable number of individuals. Precisely, she's managed to gather a vast crowd of people.
But with the Dream Act,
No
no one.
Currently, there's not a single person applying pressure on us.
Type amen if you feel abundant. Remember to like this video, and give thanks. Watch this important message right now.